The Linda Mwananchi movement, led by Edwin Sifuna, today has issued a very strong statement, a very powerful statement that has got people thinking, and Kenyans are asking a lot of questions, especially in regard to three main points that were said in that statement that was given today. Now, in this video, I'm going to take you through the three main points that have brought a lot of controversy, and as always I'll do some analysis. We talk about everything deeply and why everything is happening in Linda Mwananchi the same way it is now. But first, before going further, let us watch this video.
We wish to inform our members, supporters and the public at large that the Linda Mwananchi Kisii and Keroka rallies scheduled for Friday, June 26, 2026 have been postponed to Friday, July 3rd, 2026. We will join other Kenyans of goodwill to stand in solidarity with the victims of the Gen Z protests of 2024 and their families, and in remembrance of those who were killed or are forcefully disappeared. We are alert to potential police and state-sponsored brutality and violence against the victims and their families during the commemoration activities. We reasonably anticipate unlawful arrests during the peaceful commemoration events. Consequently, it will be necessary to remain vigilant and engaged during this period. We call upon the police to ensure the safety and protection of all citizens who will participate in the peaceful commemoration activities. We are deeply disappointed by the government's decision to offer limited monetary assistance to the victims and their families, without ensuring that justice is done and accountability upheld. The lack of transparency in the compensation process and government refusal to allow the constitutionally mandated bodies to oversee the process is compounding the pain of the victims and their families. There is no pathway to reconciliation and a commitment never to repeat the killings and injure innocent Kenyans. Finally, late last evening, we were made aware of the decision by the ODM party.
Now, in that video, you can realize that things are changing rapidly in Linda Mwananchi and in the political space in Kenya. So, one thing that shocked many is the postponement of the Linda Mwananchi rallies in Kisii and Nyamira that was scheduled to happen on 26th this month. So the reason they are giving is about giving time the Gen Z who are planning the maandamano in the 47 counties to try, and respect the decision by the Gen Zs. But to me, I think it is not about that decision, because they could do their rallies anyway. They could do, because they are aligning themselves with the Gen Zs, they could do their rallies. And for your information, in Kisii and Nyamira, hiyo maandamano hata itakuwa kali sana, like the one inakuanga Nairobi. So that tells you something. And remember, the postponement came immediately, almost immediately after he was ousted as the Secretary General of the ODM party for the second time. So that tells you something. And remember, maandamano is on 24th and the 25th, but on 26th, nah. So that tells you there's something that is happening behind the doors, especially in Linda Mwananchi. It is either people are asking themselves, or it's because maybe William Ruto has talked to Uhuru Kenyatta to boycott the funding. Yeah, ni pesa imekatwa pale juu, ni mfereji imefinywa. What is not happening? Definitely there's something that is hidden from the public that is really affecting this Linda Mwananchi. But ingine wanasema kuzungumza eti they want to give it time and respect the decision by the Gen Zs to demonstrate and also have anniversary for the lost lives seeking justice. It is just a blame game. Ni cover up too. Yeah, they want to cover up the main thing with the Gen Z demonstrations. And then point number 2, they talked about transparency of the government agencies. Now that we're approaching these demonstrations, they're asking the government and all the relevant authorities to be responsible. Let them have justice. Those people who are killed, in as much as they will be compensated, the families need to know what is happening, and those who are, those who did that, because some of them are known, they need just justice. That is another point that is so heavy, because it downplays whatever the president and his government did of giving some compensation to those who lost, to the families that lost their loved ones during the 2024 demonstrations. And then lastly, I want to highlight only 3 points, and then we'll do the overall analysis. So another point that is shocking many Kenyans, it is the fact that after Edwin Sifuna was ousted from the ODM party as the Secretary General for the second time, he has again run to the courts to try and defend himself. And many people are questioning many things. For first, Edwin Sifuna said that he cannot be the Secretary General of Oburu. He cannot be the Secretary General of Mediocre. Why is he so fighting to be, or to continue being, the Secretary General of ODM? Given that the Oburu Odinga is the party leader of ODM. For him to declare a Tufungamano, that is when he said that Tufungamano during the People's NDC, for him to say that, it means he was very ready to leave the Secretary General position and start his own journey, because I'm very sure he is not aiming small, he's aiming big. Yeah. It's just something I'm asking myself and many other Kenyans. Why doesn't he, quit ODM completely? Yeah. But I have a reason, and I've been telling you this. Without ODM, Edwin Sifuna, in as much as he is so popular and his fame is all over all the corners of the country, people know him, people love him, and maybe people can love him even without ODM. But him as a person, I know he's gonna lose a lot. And so among the things he'll lose, number one is a national party, political party that he'll hang on. No, he has been hanging on ODM for the longest time. He has been hanging on ODM for the longest time because is around the second or third strong opposition party that Kenya has ever had for almost 2 decades. No one who doesn't know ODM, hata mtoto mdogo anajua ODM party. So for Edwin Sifuna to be removed as the Secretary General, and therefore, and for him to start another political party right now, being it is June 2026 and the elections are in 2027, it tells you that it will take a lot of time, a lot of funds, a lot of resources, a lot of time, to build a party to be of that stature, or to be of a stature of ODM. That reason Sifuna will lose greatly. Number 2, Edwin Sifuna all along has been clinging on the legacy built by Raila Odinga. So if he gets out of ODM and starts on his own party, he will never, brand himself as the student of Raila Odinga anymore. Even you see the t-shirts that Sifuna has been wearing, they are all about the portraits of Raila Odinga, their political father, and everything. And as much as they respected him that much, if anything happens to his role as the Secretary General, if hakika the court cannot overturn that ruling, then Edwin Sifuna will lose greatly, and even his ambitions, presidential ambitions, may be affected. But again, Sifuna knows that by being in ODM, being removed, reinstated by the courts, removed, reinstated, it will give him more value in the Kenyan politics. To some extent, it's not that Edwin Sifuna likes that seat so much. It's not that he loves that seat so much. It is not that he really benefits from that seat so much in as much as ndio analipwa mshahara. Edwin Sifuna is a very intelligent politician na anaangalia mbele. His eyes are fixated pale mbele. You know why? He knows akivuruga kuna watu watakuwa na sympathy, atagain more followers. And in politics, or in political analysis, we call that nuisance value. When you cause nuisance to a certain clique of people, when you cause that nuisance, especially when you know you are the minor individual and the majority wako pale. The same case with the Sifuna, they know they have Linda Mwananchi na ndio wachache, ile hali Linda ground ndio wengi. So it's causing a lot of nuisance so that he and the people in Linda Mwananchi can gain favor from the public sympathy and everything. Anyway, those are the three main points that were given as a statement by the Linda Mwananchi, and they have really caused a lot of debates around social media platforms and all other platforms. But I don't know what you think. You have your opinion too. You can write it in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps it can form a basis of everything we're going to talk about in the next video. So if you are here, kindly continue subscribing, like and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.